Just get that from the end there.
Bit like now, Pete.
It is a bit. It is a bit.
How are you doing? You alright?
Alright guys, good to go?
Yeah, good to go. James, first of all, how much is the sort of mood amongst the players being lifted after that win at the weekend?
Yeah, also it's a little bit perky than it probably usually will be on a Monday morning after a defeat, so it's nice to be out there and be training again and looking forward to the weekend. The 3 points is always nice, and the performance was good because maybe not our best technically on the ball, but I just thought there was a lot more grit and battle about us, and to get that clean sheet is always good.
The manager's talked about that grit and that battle and determination. I mean, that was very much a hallmark of your performances last season. Has that been coming slowly but surely, do you think?
Yeah, we sort of lost it a little bit. I don't know how or why. We just seemed to lose it a very little bit, and it seemed to affect us quite a lot. But we seem to have found it again. And I think that's sort of probably a classic Burnley performance, you probably say, at the weekend, when we weren't at our best, but we still managed to get the result.
And a goal for yourself as well?
Yeah, well, Corky had a moan at me this morning that he said that I claimed it still, and gave him no praise. So just for Corky, I'll say thanks, Corky, for kicking the ball at
me. But despite all that, I mean, it must feel great to obviously be out of the relegation zone, but it's so tight at the bottom at the moment. You're obviously fully aware you've got tons of work still to do, haven't you? Yeah,
that's just a start for us. There's a lot of points that we still need to get on the board, a lot of performances that we need to go out and show how good we can be. So the weekend was a nice start, but as I said, there's a long way to go and a lot of points to be earned.
You're going to have to switch it up another notch as well, aren't you, against Spurs at Wembley?
Yeah, of course, yeah. They're off the back of a good result away to Barcelona, which any point in Barcelona is good. So it's a tough test for us, but we're sort of ready now. We feel like we've sort of moved forward a little bit this season from the negativity and the way we sort of started the season. So hopefully that we can sort of build on last Saturday and sort of start picking up some more points.
And obviously they've got a great squad, but Harry Kane is usually the one that really stands out for most people. What is it like playing against somebody like that? Is he the sort of player that really stretches you as far as you can possibly go?
Well, obviously he's regarded as one of the best strikers in the world right now, and you can see why the amount of goals he scored. So as a defender, you've got to be on your job and restrict them to as little as possible, which is obviously going to be difficult because they've got some great players, but that's part and parcel of being a defender in the Premier League. Every week you've got to come up against some top players, so you always need to be ready.
Great for me.
Aaron Lennon, I was talking to before, he was very complimentary about you. I'll not embarrass you completely by saying the nice things that he said, but obviously he's going back to his former club as well. How do you feel that he has done now that he's had a bit more consistency about him this season?
I think Aaron's done brilliant since he's joined there, to be honest. Obviously he had a difficult time at Everton late on where he didn't get much game time, but since he's come here he's been brilliant. His work rate is probably one of the best I've seen. And then his quality is obviously a given. You don't play as long as you do in the Premier League without having the quality that Aaron's got. But he's settled in really well, and I think he's loving his time here.
The manager as well was saying about sort of being the underdog going to Spurs, and maybe the reverse at the start of the season because of the high standards that you set last season. Did you find that? Did you feel that maybe there was more pressure at the start of this season to get results every week, whereas maybe the season before, it was little old Burnley run along sort of thing?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. We sort of, obviously, before the start of last season, I think we were one of the favourites to go down. And then when you finish 7th, there's going to be more expectation from the outside. We always expect of ourselves to do really well, so I don't think it was any more from inside. It's maybe a bit more from the outside. But maybe that did affect us as a group a little bit early on. But hopefully we're sort of past that now. We seem to have started performing better and being a bit like our old selves, and hopefully we can sort of build on that.
Was it one of those things? Did you all sort of have a word with yourselves? Did you all get together and give your head to a wobble or whatever it might be?
I think it's hard to actually pinpoint one exact thing why we weren't picking up the results and the performances we wanted to do. Obviously we sat down between ourselves and sort of talked through why we didn't think it was going our way. But we don't sort of dwell on it too much because there's always another game coming up, so we have to sort of get ourselves ready for the next game and hopefully start to sort of put in the performances that we needed to do in this league at this level, and I think Saturday was a good start.
And just finally, if I may, it's still Wembley that Tottenham play in. Do you still get that sort of buzz every time you go there?
Yeah, of course. I get a buzz every weekend I play. I get to do one of the best jobs in the world, in the best league in the world, so I get a buzz every weekend I play football.
Thank you.
James, how are you kind of totally 100% physically now?
Yeah, it's probably the best I've felt in a very long time. I had a difficult time with the injury, which is never nice. I think a lot of lads will play through injury, and I tried to for a long time, but it just got to the point where I needed to bite the bullet and feel physically 100% again, which is what I'm feeling now.
I mean, it must be incredibly hard kind of trying to play through games when you know that you kind of get handled it.
Yeah, it was more the training I was struggling with, where I was having to take my training load down a week to then be okay for the weekend, and then that started to affect my fitness a little bit. So in the end, I just, as I say, needed to bite the bullet, get myself sorted, and the gaffer and staff give me a bit of time to get myself right, which was nice, and now I'm feeling really good.
And I guess then you don't feel like you can maybe put in the performances that you know you're capable of. Yeah,
obviously I was hindered slightly, and I was probably going out there with the mindset of am I okay to play rather than let's go and perform right. So now I'm 100% fit, I can concentrate on my football completely.
And frustrating to miss out on a couple of rounds of England matches as well.
Oh, well, if I would have been selected, it would have been nice to go and meet up with England again. But I think my body was more important at that moment, so I wasn't too worried about England. Then I was more worried about getting myself fit so I can compete for my place in that squad.
Yeah, because obviously huge games coming up next year for England, so got a long time for you again to prove that that you deserve. Yeah, well, there's a good break from the internationals now, where it's a good opportunity for players to put in some good performances and prove that they can be in the England squad. And I need to get back to full fitness like I have done, and now start performing at the best of my ability if I want to be around that squad. Yeah, obviously a lot of attention on Burnley's tackling over the last couple of weeks. The manager put in a sort of a vigorous defence for you. But I mean, did you feel that was unfair?
I think something we've always done is played physical, played strong. I think if we were playing to a level which is dangerous, then I think the referee would show that. But I can't remember the last red card I've had for a dangerous tackle. So I don't think we're going sort of outside the law. We're just playing the way we always have done.
Yeah, and for Burnley as well, to be kind of singled out, he's obviously somebody who generally has got a very good reputation for his tackling.
Yeah, I think Ben and Joe Gomez both admit that it was a good tackle. Obviously very unfortunate for Joe, and I send him my best wishes, but I don't think it was a bad tackle at all.
Yeah. And is it something that maybe smaller clubs kind of get a bit more than the bigger clubs? Is it a bit of a sort of lazy stereotype,
No, not particularly. I think it's probably the same across the board. I just think because in that one particular game against Liverpool it was pinpointed, it's a good opportunity to make a good story, but I don't think it was any different from any other game for us.
Thank you.
Guys and gals, cameras off.